Have you just become the proud new owner of a Vortex sauna and wondering what happens next? Or are you simply looking into getting a sauna and wondering how they're assembled? In this video, we'll show you how to assemble the Vortex Linear and Prestige range.
Hi, I'm Hamish and this is Jake, and we are going to take you through step by step how to build both ranges, the Linear and the Prestige.
Okay, just quickly before we get into the actual building of the sauna, we will run through what is included with the sauna and make sure you have absolutely everything you are needing. So regardless of whether you bought the Linear or the Prestige sauna, you will have 3 boxes of componentry in there. We've got all of ours laid neatly out behind us, and so we'll quickly take a look at what's included there. Starting with the first part and most important part, this is the base of the sauna, and this is what everything will build up around. You'll then have the big back part of the sauna. You'll be able to recognize this by the control panel at the back, whether it is a Prestige or a Linear sauna. You then should have 2 upright side parts of the sauna, which will also have the nanocarbon heaters on the sides of them. You'll have the roof panel. That's one of the last parts to go onto the sauna. You'll then have 6 of these magnetic slides which go onto the edge of the glass to hold it all together. Inside one of the boxes, you'll also have the handles for the front of the door with all of the screws and componentry to attach them together. Coming across here, you will have all of your glass. So you should have 4 sections of glass. One will be the door, which is connected to another smaller section, so this counts as one part of glass. And then you'll have 3 individual glass pieces on top of that. Here we have the seat of the sauna, so that goes inside, and then you'll also have the calf heater, which sits under the seat to hold that up. In the Prestige range, you will also have 2 of these front-facing heaters. These attach to the glass and face towards you, hitting your legs. Also included is a wee hardware pack, which has all sorts of things like your screws, clips, a wee Allen key, all that sort of stuff.
So a couple of good tips before we get started. Firstly, you want to have your sauna on a level, dry surface. It also is important to have 2 people to help build the sauna because they can be heavy and a little bit awkward. You'll also need a power drill or a very good screwdriver. As you can see here as well, we've also laid our glass out onto a mat just to ensure that we don't chip it.
The saunas are quite hard to move around once they are fully built, so you want to put the base of the sauna pretty much exactly where it's going to be finally resting. It is handy to leave, say, half a metre or so around the back of the sauna initially, just so you have a wee bit of room to get around it if necessary. Then at the end you can nudge it into its final resting position.
So the first step of building the sauna is getting the back wall and the side walls placed together. As you'll see on the side walls, we have 3 locking pins, and on the back wall we have 3 lugs. So it's a matter of getting the back wall set up and the locking pins all locked together. And this is where it's quite handy to have 2 people. So engaging the rear wall, and then we're going to fit the side wall. So Jake is going to locate the 3 locking pins into the lugs, sliding them into position. You can hear them engage, and that is the left wall attached. So now that we have the left-hand side engaged, we're going to do the right-hand side. Now, if the male do not clip in easily, you can back off the female so that the pins lock in together. And you would have heard the pins slide and engaged as they connected.
The next step will be to screw the sides and back of the sauna to the base. Before we do that, just quickly ensure that the sides are flush with the base of the sauna. You can do that quite simply by grabbing the back part and sliding it forward on the base. Now that we've made sure it was flush, we will jump inside with the screwdriver or drill and screws. pop inside here and simply screw down these sides.
The next part is installing the seat with the calf heater. As you can see on the back, you've got the heater cabling, so this goes into the bottom left-hand side of the sauna. The grooves are already pre-attached, so it's just a matter of sliding and engaging the calf heater. Connect the cable for the power for the back heater. Before installing the seat, make sure that you have connected all of the heater cables. It's very obvious which way they go because they can only connect into the same male and female slot. So without connecting those now, it does mean you'll have to disassemble the seat later to reconnect those. So getting those cables connected now is quite an important wee step. Then it's just a matter of sliding our seat into position, making sure that we don't scratch the sauna, and just sliding it gently into place.
Alrighty, the next step is grabbing the roof and sliding it in on top here, on top of the slats. Before we do that though, we want to make sure that we grab these cables and pull them up over the sides, including the ones at the back, just so that we don't squish them when putting the roof in. Yep. I'll see if I just get the cable out of the way. Sit it just in. Yours then. That's it, cable. Yep. That's it there.
So the next step is installing the glass. So as you see, we have 4 glass panels. We have 2 side panels, a door panel, and a front panel to match the door. So we need to fit the side panels first. Now, important note here, with the Prestige range, there is a pre-drilled hole for the front heater element. So this is essential, getting this into the right location so that later when you go to install the heater, it is in the right place so the heater just slots into it. So you'll notice that the hole was slightly off-centered, so this needs to come to the outside of the sauna. So fit the base into the pre-slot and lifting the roof and engage the top. So it all slots nicely into place. Then installing the second corner panel. Again, this is a good note here, is this is 2 people handy as well, so you can both keep the glass in location as you're lifting the roof. So nice and easy and slot it down.
The next part will be to attach the magnetic strips to the edge of the glass faces. These are what connect all of the glass pieces together. When installing this part, make sure that the magnetic part is facing inwards. So on a 45-degree angle, it will be this way. If you have it around the other way, it'll have nothing to connect to. So again, you want that facing just inwards, like so that it connects to the part on the front. Then you'll simply push all the way down, slowly connecting it to the glass panel. Okay, we'll then grab the next front-facing piece of glass. Again, with the Prestige range, this will have a hole in it. It's important to make sure that this goes on the inside of the sauna. Before we attach this though, we want to attach the magnetic panel because obviously it's going against the part that already has the magnetic panel here. Again, we want to make sure that we're attaching it with the magnetic panel facing backwards on that same 45-degree angle so that they match up and hold everything together. So that'll come around this side here. Yep.
So just note that there is a little bit of a gap here for the glass to slide into the roof.
Again, making sure you have 2 people here so that the glass doesn't fall out. And just like that, it's all in.
The final step is fitting the glass door. Again, this is a 2-person job because it is quite solid and you are lifting 2 panes of glass. We've pre-attached the magnetic strips. So as you can see on the left-hand side, we've left about a 30 to 35 mil gap to allow for the glass to slide into the roof panel. And on the door, it's flush with the top of the glass. So 2 people watching that the glass doesn't hinge. The left-hand side engages on the floor, and then again supporting the other 2 sides as you lift the roof, and then slotting them all into position.
Now we'll attach the final bit of magnetic strip onto the side that the door attaches. Again, making sure that that magnetic face is facing outwards so the door can connect to it. Okay, next step, once we've got all of the glass panels in the right spaces, is to use these wee brackets to hold the whole sauna together. Again, this is where it's handy to have both 2 people and have a step. So I'll jump up on the step here and Hamish will hold the sauna all together. You'll notice there are wee pre-drilled holes up on top here, and we just want to ensure that it is sitting flush together when we screw these down. Alrighty, the next step will be to attach and connect all of the cables up top. So what we want to do is open these wee trapdoors, and there will be more cables in there. Again, you want to make sure you're connecting same color to same color. So for most of them, it's all black and white and black and white, easy as anything. With these, it'll only let you attach it one way around. So one way it won't actually go in. The other way, it will let you attach easy as anything, clips into place. Do the same with the other one. And then you can just slot those down back into the trapdoor. Shut that, easy as anything. For this one here, there are a few different types, but again, the rainbow colored one into the rainbow colored one. Again, only one way that it'll let it go in, clicks together. The next one, you've got a few white cables. Again, the wrong ones won't click into the wrong ones. There's only one that it'll let you click into, and just like that.
So the next part is attaching the door handle to the door. So you'll see that there is screws top and bottom. It is easier if you do one at a time. So it's very important that you have the plastic spacer on the inside and also on the outside. So important note here is when tightening this, make sure it's firm but not over tightened so that you crack the glass. Then the final stage is fitting the outside handle. You'll notice that there's 4 Allen key screws on each side, or 2 on each side. These slide over the connecting lugs and just have to be tightened to a nice firm tightness, but not over tightened. If you bought the linear range, you are now ready to plug your new sauna in and start. If you've got the Prestige, you've got one more step to do, and that is fit the front heater elements. Now, it doesn't really matter which way these go. We just need to fit the mounting brackets to the top and the bottom. So these are already pre-drilled. They've just got a locking lug that just screws straight into the heater element at the top and the bottom.
Once you have those back brackets attached, it's now time to attach them to the glass. All you need to do is jump on inside the sauna. Before attaching it to the wall, we want to ensure we have the power cable attached. So again, like we were doing with the roof, plug that one in there. After that, what you want to do is line up 2 of the holes, so one side, so focus on one glass pane, and then go to the front side. You're going to want to push it back and in, and same with this bottom one. Just like that. Then from the outside, Hamish will show you simply screwing those other screws into it. We'll then do the final panel on the other side, same as the side we've just done. Jump inside the sauna.
Well, congratulations, you've just built your Vortex sauna. There's just a couple of steps to do. Get a nice cloth, wipe out the excess sawdust, and polish the glass so it looks $1 million. If you need any more help, contact our friendly staff in store or check out our website for all the articles on saunas.